I was proud of our kids' effort and how hard we played, but man, it's early and we've got a lot of work to do.
Specifically, what kind of work do you want to improve?
Well, special teams, from the get-go, we did some things that are a little bit goofy that we worked hard to get fixed, even, as early as last Saturday, and we'll continue to press in that area. But it's an area that we can fix, but we sure need to.
Can you talk about your running back position? I mean, it's, you've got Aiden and then three other guys that can all contribute and all did contribute in that game.
Yeah, that's I coach the running backs, and we feel like we have 4 kids that can play. So it's neat to have that kind of competition during practice, and those guys are workers, and the thing I'm most proud about them is they pull for each other all the time. There's no pettiness in the deal. If somebody goes in and does something good, those 3 guys are there to greet them, and so great group of kids to work with Aiden leading the way.
Talk about this matchup with Randall. They got a big first week win over Midland as well, so just kind of talk about what they present, what challenges they present to your team.
Golly, first offensively, they're at mid-season form. I mean, boy, they executed well, and they are physical and run the ball well, and then got great receivers that can get over the top in a hurry, and so I'm not real sure how to stop them right now. Defensively, they've always been able to hang their hat on their defense and really physical and get after it, and so I don't know if we'll play a better team. We might, but they're awfully good right now.
I realize the cliche, you take them one game at a time, but a rivalry week, Blake, is it different for coaching and the players?
For coaches, no. I think a little bit for the players. I mean, obviously we don't have to give one of those get fired up speeches and everything on Friday night or during the week, but one of the things I told you earlier is this group of kids, I don't have to really do that at all. They're competitors and they love to get after it, and so it'll be a neat Friday night. It'll be a fun Friday night, and that's the way I want it to be.
Coach, what are 3 things you want to see this team do better than maybe last week, whether it's in the passing game, the blocking, the bus penalties, etc.?
Again, it starts with our special teams, and we've got to do a good job there. I think, this is kind of a little bit goofy, but as our coaching staff, we got to do a better job early in the game of substitutions and keeping our kids fresh. We had a little cramping going on, and those 2 things were really the things that we focused on.
After last year's victory, where is the GOAT residing?
Right here.
Oh, I thought it was in your locker room.
Oh, where was it?
Yeah.
It was in many places, I will assure you.
How excited are you and the fellows to be playing in the Bro this week, kind of the new look Bro?
Well, it's the best stadium in the state of Texas. I mean, it just is, and the work that Dr. Flushy and Toby have put into making that thing special, we're so appreciative, and I can't wait for our Canyon community to get to see that and be a part of that.
Blake, let's talk about your expectations. Blake, I see early practice, and you don't know until you get in the game. We're only 1 game in, but the effort's not the thing that you're lacking over there.
Yeah, it's just one of our sayings at Canyon that we're not going to coach effort. If you're going to sign up to play football for Canyon High School, then that's a commitment, and our kids, they buy into that fully.
Jay had some big shoes to fill with Lawton. He came out opening drive through a perfect pass in the corner of the end zone. It was a beautiful ball. What'd you think from him? Getting settled in early, obviously. I mean, he looked pretty confident from the go.
Yeah, and one of the things that helps, our offensive line played really well, and it starts with them, and then we ran the ball well. And when you're doing you have those 2 groups working, then it takes the pressure off of him. But we all know what Jay is, and I've said this a million times. He just has this that when you're around him, if you just went and stood by him and talked to him, and when he's fixing to go out on the field, our kids believe in him, and I believe in him too.